We're going to talk a little bit about Sean Fruity Combs. We're going to have a little look at some of the elements of this story that seem to have slipped under the radar. We're going to talk a little bit about Ryan Garcia's take on this whole P Diddy story and his simple resolution for it, which most people are like battering him and calling him an absolute idiot for putting forward this resolution. But for me, it actually seems normal enough, and I can't understand why people wouldn't want to engage in a solution as simple as this. And we're also going to talk about Mystic Mac, Conor McGregor himself, who precognitively called out this whole Diddy situation 10 years ago. A really good judge of character, it seems. We'll get into that in a minute. Before we do, if you're new here, if you're just discovering this video in the last couple of days, do me a favor, hit like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. It helps grow the channel. Everybody seems to be getting in on this news story. Everybody wants to talk about the allegations. Everybody wants to talk about the trafficking. People want to talk about the flights out of the country. Where is he now? Is there a connection to Mossad or the CIA? Is there a connection to Epstein's Island? All this type of stuff. A lot of people are veering over to the side of what he did to young women was absolutely appalling and disgusting. And yes, it was, rightly so. We'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. But there's another element to this that most people really aren't talking about. And it's the simplest one of the whole lot. And that is the fruitiness of Sean Puffy Combs. We had 50 Cent, who has come out all guns blazing in the last couple of days. Apparently there's a new documentary in the works. This is extremely interesting in terms of a feud that's been happening back and forth between these two for a very long time. And he's been calling out P Diddy for a long time because of the behavior with young men and young boys. We've seen Cat Williams come out and absolutely put the fear of God into all the people within these industries, within these vile circles that happen within Hollywood and the music industry.
God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
He's lighting a torch underneath these people, and they seem to be getting extremely scared about what he has to say. And a lot of what he has to say about P Diddy is not very pleasant, and it's not very heterosexual. Let's just put it that way.
Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P Diddy be wanting the body. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no.
We've seen a snowball effect in the last few days with the FBI raiding the home of P Diddy. All allegations started to resurface. This comes off the back of recent lawsuits where it was revealed that Sean Puffy Combs and his boys, his best friends, prominent members of political groups, some of the most powerful music moguls across America, were all accused of human trafficking, vile interactions with young kids, laced drinks. High-tech camera systems were set up to blackmail very prominent politicians, sports stars, members of the royal family, and very influential young people trying to break into the music industry. This is really vile behavior. With all these accusations, there was an overarching angle that most people aren't talking about because they're talking about young daughters and young women. But the angle, of course, was the fruitiness of Sean Puffy Combs. As I alluded to already, 50 Cent, Cat Williams, the interactions between Usher and Justin Bieber, that coupled with numerous allegations from other people in the industry that in fact P Diddy was a homosexual dude who was using his power and influence to take advantage of young boys more so than young girls. So just when you thought that things couldn't get any creepier, we have stories of Sean, P Diddy, Fluffy Combs, where P Diddy apparently adopted a young white girl off the streets, took her in, brought her to the Fluffy Castle, brought her to the den of depravity, and nobody batted an eyelid with any of that. Let's have a look.
My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Oh, Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Baroni.
Eva Baroni Combs? Yes, it was breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents but you're my child also. But please tell the story.
So, I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up. and said to come inside and play with his kids.
Wow, that's really weird. Papa Combs picked me up out of the streets, brought me inside and left me play. Super, super weird.
Ava, that's like a little bit like borderline suspect. I don't want nobody. We want to get it clear. I adopted you like Madonna adopted kids, and everybody else adopted kids. Charlize Theron, everybody that's ever adopted Sandra Bullock. I adopted you because I felt that you could, enjoy also having a black parent to take care of you and help you out. So just clarify, because it's crazy out here online. So I played with the kids, and I got permission from your mother, and say all of that to just make it, because it's crazy out here.
Well, I met Jesse and Delilah when I was 6 months old.
6 months.
And then we basically are sisters, all four of us. So. And
6
then
months is crazy.
I always come over.
Yes. And it's Ava Brioni Combs.
Let's go.
I didn't get the end of that one, but you adopted her because you thought that she would enjoy having a black parent? I don't even know how to process that. What the hell are you talking about? And like, he's lurking over her shoulder, telling her what to say, and there's a bunch of black people around him. It's like, what's going on? What's going on here? This guy has got like 7 tons of accusations sitting on his shoulders. All the eyes of the world are on him because he's been accused of fiddling around with young kids over and over again. And he throws out a video, not only like lurking and crawling all over some little kid that he took off the street or he picked up off the street, but he's saying, the reason why I did it, because I thought you would benefit and enjoy having a black parent. What are we actually watching? Where is this story going? Holy shit. So we can jump over here and we'll have a little look how he does in terms of his political aspirations. Why does he always show up when it comes to election season? Why is he always on the side of Democrats? What did he have on him that he has to show up there every single time he gets rolled out of the closet himself, Jay-Z and Beyonce? Very interesting to look in the background of what's actually happening there. So let's have a listen to this interaction with another little fruit.
I wonder something. You making sense to me. You got me. I am franchised. I'm not disenfranchised no more. And we gonna keep it nonpartisan, but we gotta applaud when somebody's making sense. Cause we've been all around, all over, speaking to politicians, and this is what we call real talk. This is what Pete. Now y'all understand why we vote. We're gonna edit everybody else ass out and just run his. Yeah, there you go.
Y'all. Thank you. And I just want to say how much I appreciate Puff Daddy for doing the kinds of work that he's doing, because he doesn't have to do this. But this is part of what is important about giving back.
Since we applaud you, and I want to apologize for not sweating, but I do this so much. I'm so cool. I just want y'all to see everybody I'm interviewing is sweating. I'm not even touching my brow. I'm so cool, and I want to apologize. I ain't trying to make you look bad or nothing like that, but I'm just so cool. We
T-shirt. I tell you, if he was wearing one of those fancy designer clothes he's designing, he'd be sweating just like me.
The guy's good.
So there you have it. Obama says that you don't have to be here, but we love the fact that you are. It's like, okay, what do you actually have on him? Is it a case of what Kanye West said? This guy's a Fed. This guy's a Fed, or he's working for some sort of MI6, Mossad, CIA type of agency. Is that what's actually going on there? Is that what's happening with Jay-Z and Beyonce as well? Rumors have been there for years and years. Let's hope that what Cat Williams says about 2024 will actually come to fruition and all these vile scumbags get exposed for exactly who and what they are. This video might be jumping back and forth, but I just want to highlight this little Ryan Garcia bit that I saw last night where he is addressing Tom Holland and Zendaya. Another case of these young, influential Hollywood stars that might or might not have done something very pernicious to get to the position where they are. They might possibly be victims of this type of blackmailing, hidden camera stuff. A lot of the people that make it to the top of the food chain in Hollywood are of that stock. Ryan Garcia asks a simple question here of Tom Holland and Zendaya. We're asking you to defend children. You guys are literally in a movie where so many kids watch. watch. I think it's time that you step up or step down from your position. And basically what he's alluding to here, there was an interaction back and forth, and it's very simple. People condemn him and people call him a mental case because he wants to talk about protecting children. And it's very, very fundamentally simple in my opinion. You either use your platform to do good, or you just keep silent. Or you get to a position where you're in power and you have a lot of influence over younger people and you can't talk about protecting children. There seems to be an allergic reaction from celebrities to not want to protect kids. It's very, very simple. If you're in a position of power, obviously speak out about the shit that you've seen and speak out about the fact that you want to protect kids. Very simple. Going from that, we'll jump over here to Conor McGregor calling P Diddy out maybe 10 years ago. He understood the character of a man by one interaction, and I think he was spot on. Let's have a listen.
And there you are with was P Diddy, did he ask to be on the photo with you, or was it the other way around?
I mean, P Diddy's a little up his own ass to be on the phone. But he is, you know what I mean? I didn't even want to get in the picture. He barely shook my hand. I was about to just give him a left to the chin real quick.
P Diddy was a little bit up his own ass. Conor McGregor called him out on it. He didn't want to be in the picture. I was going to give him a left to the chin and put him out cold. How much better off would we have been if that had actually happened? Conor McGregor's a legend for calling him out in that one. Let me know your thoughts down below. Hit like, subscribe and share. Cheers.